borderline personality disorder. I have not made a video in 5 months or more. In YouTube terms, that means that I just stopped making videos entirely and I'll never make a video ever again. In real life terms, it just means I got myself an actual real job where I actually have to go and do work. I used to have another YouTube channel. Some of you know this, some of you don't. This YouTube channel did not make it at all. It completely failed. The title of this channel was Creepy Rapey Pervy Face, which I know everybody's shocked and they hate the name. I was determined though not to change the name. I thought the name was great and it had relevance. The very first girl I ever asked out, I swear to you, she looked at me, and after I asked her out, she paused, and after a few minutes, she got this look on her face of disgust, and she said, I shit you not, this is what she said to me. You got a creepy, rapey, pervy face. Then she walked off. And that stuck with me, and it still has, and it hurt my feelings, and it confused me, all at the same time. Because how can you have a rapey, creepy, pervy face? That's just too much. And what's a rapey face anyway? Apparently this is a rapey face. I mean, I understand creepy face, that's fine. But what makes a face rapey? Anyway, I don't want to dwell on it too much. That's why I named the YouTube channel that, because it had a personal meaning, and this was back when I thought YouTube could be like something that it's not. And some of my best videos were made on that channel. Stuff that I think the audience would love. But the channel got no views, partly because of the name, partly because of the way I titled it. It was my first attempt at YouTube, and this channel's not even doing great, really. I mean, nobody subscribes or hits the like button or any of that crap. But it's fine, I don't care. I've considered myself to be a failure. But since I'm a failure, I'm going to show you more failure. This is actually one of my videos from the other channel back when I was Creepy Rapey Pervy Face. I have not done any editing to it. The sound quality's crap. It's 7 years old. And I was on drugs. So this is a video I made while under the influence, like 7 years ago. And I think I myself find it to be hilarious. You let me know what you think of it in the comment section down below. Until next time, keep on keeping on. I just broke into my studio through that window right there. Creeps and pervs. Now for you to really understand, I need to lock this studio up better. I came through that window. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. This is a busy street, one of the worst streets in Flailer County. Wearing this, crawling through a window, and nobody cared.
Garbage day! Huh? No!
Every time I come out here to film, those little fuckers come out here to bark. Is this a coincidence, creeps and pervs? Because I think not. It's about time I take care of those little fuckers once and for all. You don't want to be petted? I knew I made this for a reason. Come here, puppies. This is the first episode where we've had a little thing called lighting. Yes, this channel, we've been too poor for lighting. Even though that is still true. I know some people that steal some stuff occasionally. And they were able to hook us up with some lighting. So, thank you. you could hit the fan funding button right up there. That'll allow you to donate any amount you want to this channel to help us with lighting, whatever. Get more gloves. You know. Dating, from what I've heard, is difficult. I wouldn't know. I haven't had a date since the 90s. Now, before I became Creepy Face, I used to be someone very much different. Lovesick, sad, pathetic, weak I was. I was a slave to females. All they had to do was bat their eyes, and I suddenly thought that we were meant to be together forever, and I fell in love. I met the love of my life. Yes, the love of Creepy's life. Fill that emptiness inside. Well, creeps and pervs, we ended up being together for 10 years. 10 years. Sadly to report, creeps and pervs, she found the lockpick of betrayal. Or maybe I left the lockpick of betrayal. I don't remember anymore. It was a while back. So off she ran and ran so fast that Creepy could not catch. But our little game is still going, my precious. And one day I will catch up with you. I mean, after she left. I stayed single for about 5 minutes. I mean, you gotta get back out there and ride that horse. But it was never the same. And I never really dated since then. It was mostly the party scene, creeps and pervs. Let me paint you a picture. It's not bad to be single at 24. All you gotta do at 24 is go out to the bar, you'll meet up with some people, you have some drinks, next thing you know, you're doing some blow in the bathroom, talking to some guy you don't even want to talk to, but he's got the fucking blow. Next thing you know, boom, you're in a car, you don't know whose, it might be stolen, it might not, who knows. As long as it's not a cop car, you don't mind. Hell, even if it is, you might not mind at this point of the evening. And now you're speeding down the road, headed out to some field somewhere to take some ecstasy and party with raven chicks. And you know those girls, once they get on LSD, they want to touch and feel, and if you're any kind of a man at all, that's the only thing you need to close the deal, is a girl that wants to be felt and touched and loved. It's like shooting fish in a basket. Until I haven't told you about the manatee yet. The manatee. The sea heifer. I was going down a slippery road. Drugs, partying, and Insecurities. That was the worst one. Nothing's as much of a bitch as insecurity. This 18-year-old comes along, and she's showing interest in me. Stop referring to it as you. Sometimes I get confused. You gotta shut that shit down. They don't want to become the bar drunk guy hitting on all the 21-year-old girls coming in and having the 21-year-old girls being all like, look, I'll go up and I'll like flash my boobies and I'll flirt with this old guy and look at him, he's gonna be all like worked up and then I'm just gonna fucking take off and he's gonna go home, he's gonna drink himself into a coma and maybe he'll die in a lonely apartment where no one will find him and he'll get eaten by a dog. Prevent being eaten by a dog. Really wasn't going out to the bars, just mostly working and going home, living a kind of normal, shitty life. You know, the life of a loser. This thing was a heifer. It's a big 'un. It's about this tall and about this wide. Damn. Yes, my sweet manatee. He found what he believed to be an inner beauty, when in reality he was just a loser. And after careful consideration and thinking, he weighed the options. Be single, die alone, be eaten by dog, or accept manatee for the horrible, disgusting, ugly creature it is. That was what he was thinking. And so he chose that option, feeling that it would be better to settle with a manatee that you couldn't hug and even maybe breed little manatee babies than to even think about the possibility of being alone and dying alone, to only be eaten by a dog. This glove's making me evil. Evil glove! Evil glove! It's not you! Stop referring to it as you. If I could cut you, I would. I might not be the one that exists, but you are the one who's a coward who can't face life that needs me. Without me, you're nothing. You go back to being depressed, making sad videos. All the way back to where you belong. Let me steer for a while. That because the manatee was such a disgusting creature on the outside, that nobody, I mean nobody, would want to date it. He was the best that the manatee could get. And even with his insecurities and his self-hatred, he didn't doubt that. He knew he was the best that the manatee could get. And he treated the manatee good. Nobody else would treat the manatee like that. He fed it a lot, took it for walks, and even occasionally had to do things that I will not discuss because it makes vomit come up. For 3 years. And Harry warned that the manatee was not what it seemed. Harry warned that the manatee was a succubus, was using my friend, and that eventually would do him dirty, do him wrong. My friend could not believe this. I mean, looking at the manatee, how could you? Also, the manatee made him feel all like a person, like a man. All this led to a parting of ways between Harry and my friend. Soon, before you knew it, like in a blink of an eye, my friend was totally dependent on the manatee. That was fine for him. He was happy he had somebody. My friend comes home from work at a gas station. Yeah, this guy was a loser. He comes into his apartment, all of the manatee's stuff is packed up. And the manatee is looking shocked. Lost track of the time! I wasn't paying attention to the time! I was hoping to make my escape before you arrived! Nah! Little heartless manatee! Currently, the manatee had upgraded to another loser. Yes. There was somebody that was more of a loser than my friend. I didn't think it was possible. Would you like to see a picture of this loser? I know you would. The only one that's more of a loser than my friend was. Ask you to not harass Mr. Levi Johnson. If you'd like to give him a call and just say Creepy says hi, get a message to him. Well, that's on you. I really don't encourage that. The manatee's left with this individual, never to be seen nor heard from ever again. After 3 years, boom, like a light switch. Harry Johnson was right. She left. Now this caused the greatest moment, I believe, ever. My birth. For my friend lost his mind after this happened. You gotta realize, 3 years this poor bastard had been with the manatee. 3 long, scary years doing unspeakable things with the manatee. No one to help him figure anything out, get back on the right track. He was left in an uncaring world that he didn't understand. In a bathtub running cold water crying. I showed up. He was like, come on, partner. Let me help you out. I'll make you famous. Creeps and purrs. I don't know why I just decided to tell you that whole thing. I'm gonna have to check it out. Now, if you would like to have one of these evil gloves, I don't know how to help you because I built this one. But I do know that Amazon sells some that are very, very much like this, just not as cool. I've left a link in the description if you want to buy it. If you don't, who cares? You can check out my online store, that's also in the description. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, now would be an appropriate time to do it. Let me know if you enjoyed this video so I know what kind of topics to talk about. There's the like button, there's also the thumbs down button. Let me know. Then I know what videos to bring, silly. And until next time, creeps and purrs, remember to keep it creepy.